do not care, bro. And they deleted my. She either gonna give it to you, or you gonna take it. Don't let that go over your head. Welcome to my TED Talk. For those that don't know, this is that same guy that came on TikTok and said he had 7 kids by 7 different baby mamas, and he ain't in none of their lives, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care. To him, they were all just jump-offs. And now he's back again because that garnered him some type of internet fame. Black men are all in his comment section, all giving him support, all cheering this brother on, so he feels emboldened to come on here and talk about grape. He says things like, she's either going to give it to you or you're going to take it. And when you hear things like that in regards to intimate relations, you already know what the hell they're talking about. What the hell is up with black men in this grape culture? Are they all fantasizing about grape?
As you can see, enough people have reported it, and it has been taken down. It is no longer up there. They have said it is threats or incitement to violence.
So men are out here doing manifestos saying black women need to be unalived, especially if they have power. But the real question is, why are women outworking you?
Imagine if I listen what a hater gotta say. I never give a broke bitch any time of day. You ugly when you jealous, bitch. Look at that face. I'm hot right now when you're not, okay? You big man, or you big man. Got a big bag, popping big tags. All white Rover, yeah, whip that.
Graphics up. What's going on, everyone? This is Star. Welcome to the channel and happy Friday. I hope your week went well. We got some interesting topics. We're talking about the manifesto that was written and how the FBI was contacted. And we're also going to talk about men worshiping women to their own detriment. Yes, it's going on right in front of our eyes. Get your popcorn. Men of true wealth outside of YouTube, they have no time to argue with women. They will pay you to be quiet. Time is money. And when a man is using all his time to argue with women, that is definitely a red flag. Now, you have some men out here that fantasize about being a woman. I remember a while back I was watching The Breakfast Club, and the topic was women dating athletes and getting money. Charlemagne the God proceeds to say that if he was a woman, he would be sleeping with all the athletes and getting paid. That he would be a thought in these streets, and Angela Yee called him a bird. Men are under the assumption that all women are selling their bodies for a fee. And it's just not true. Men see each other as easy targets, and they will let their female friends know which men got the money. That's why so many men are out here getting set up right now. And you got men out here, when it comes to women, they got champagne taste on a beer budget. You men out here got to get realistic. Isn't that what you tell women? The top tier women come with a cost, right? Because you got to pay that mortgage. You got to pay those taxes. You got to pay that association fee if there is one. You got to put those kids in private school. You got to get that $1,000 stroller she wants because that top tier woman, her taste is out of this world. Everything must be custom. Everything must be top tier. Everything must be designer. And if you're a man and you want a woman that's top tier, you got to get to the bag because you got to compete for that very woman that you want. That's the thing with black men. They don't want to compete. They think everything should be given to them. That's not how life works. Nobody's going to give you anything in this life. You got to work for it. Black men are trying hard to convince black women that they should only date average men. If a man demands to take a woman to a coffee shop in my community, she's not going to be rude. She's not going to convince you to take her to dinner. She's just going to walk away because women understand that they have choices in this life. No matter how much you try to convince her that she doesn't have choices, she understands that she does. In my community, the women are about their money. The women of all races. They do not play when it comes to money because you need that money for schooling. Where I live, there is a private school that costs approximately $30,000 a year. Is that an insane price or what? We're not even talking college. We're talking high school. Do you think the women that are sending their kids to that high school are concerned about what the guys on YouTube are saying about what they deserve and what they don't deserve? Absolutely not. Black men are becoming very weird. They're constantly comparing themselves to women, constantly competing with women. I've seen men on TikTok compare their basketball skills to Angel Reese. This young lady right here on the screen, yes. How in the world Can men be threatened by this woman's basketball skills? Somebody please answer that question. I don't understand how people get mad at other people for accomplishing their dreams. I mean, don't you have dreams to fulfill? You need to get outside and get a life and start working on your own accomplishments. And if you're a well-accomplished person, you really have no reason to hate on anybody because everybody's below you, right? This is what happens when people are not happy with their lives. They hate. Angel Reese did an interview with I Am Athlete here on YouTube, and she stated that her team was not going to the White House. Well, there's been an update. LSU accepted the invitation to the White House. Angel did an interview, and she said that she's a team player, and she too will be at the White House, and she's looking forward to going home. They let Angel know quickly, hey, if you're going to do this Hollywood shit, you got to do what we say. You can't do everything you want to do. Sometimes you got to go by the rules. And she got her ass back in line. They were not about to let Angel embarrass the president's wife. Are you crazy? Absolutely not. Not only did they make sure Angel was going to the White House, they made her do an interview stating that she was going to go to the White House. They had to clear that up real quick. And now we're going to move on to a TikTok video that got everybody talking.
What are you talking about? Why is it when I come home, I see a eviction notice on the front door? And look at my wife. Just in there acting like I'm home. Casually just packing stuff up while we getting put out. You mind telling me what happened?
Yes. I bought the car sitting outside.
Okay.
I bought myself a Chanel bag.
You bought yourself a Chanel bag, but you didn't pay for the mortgage?
I wanted to do something.
Are you
for
crazy?
myself.
Have you lost your mind? Did you really just sit here and tell me you bought a Chanel bag? Meanwhile, we were 7 months behind all our mortgage.
The lights are still on.
For who? Not for us? The next person's gonna live in this house? That doesn't serve us any good.
You watch TV, there's a remote. You still got
Where am I gonna watch TV at? Outside? On the street?
Look.
You really sit here and acting like ain't nothing going wrong and it's not a big deal, and we're literally getting put out of our house. Do you forget how hard we work for this house? I saved for years to put even a down payment on this house. I trusted you with my money.
I bought you something.
I don't care about that. Take it back. I don't want anything.
I hope this is fake. If this is real, he had no business choosing her and she had no business marrying him. This is why everybody needs to stay in their lane. If you're a gold digger, you need to be dating a man with money that can afford you. Because if you're dating a man on a really strict budget, that's like robbing the poor. You know, I don't understand when women buy purses that cost $10,000+. I think that's insane. I would rather invest in a property, but to each its own. I remember I saw a woman on Instagram. She had like a boatload of Chanel bags in every color you can imagine. Well, one day she decided to start selling those bags, and she took the money and put a down payment on a property. Now that's what I'm talking about. Because at the end of the day, these bags are just sitting there collecting dust. You need to do something with those bags if they're just sitting there. Especially if you have some outstanding bills. Really save your money if you need it, because that Chanel bag is not really serving a good purpose. Anyways, did you see the secrets being revealed in the Manosphere? And then you got the Manosphere who allowed the enemy to set up shop in their camp. And now she's threatening to sue the black guy who let everybody know what was going on. You know, the man over in London? Where is the chess player in the Manosphere? Did he get bought off? Like, what's really going on? And now she's blaming everybody but herself. No, you exposed your hand. You got too comfortable too soon. You thought everybody was asleep around you. No, we're awake. Now, the men in the Manosphere, they're asleep. Either they're asleep or they've been paid off. It's one of the two. People do anything for money. So sad. Some of these men are just putting on the act for YouTube because they want to be stars. Which leads us to the last topic of the night, the YouTube drama. Let's talk about that. YouTube scandal opened up a can of worms, right? And you can't put it back in the can. Some of these YouTubers are selling their souls and they haven't made it to Hollywood yet. At least get to Hollywood first. Some people think to go to Hollywood, you have to be extreme with everything that you do online. And that's not always the case. Sometimes they just want you to be yourself. If you're trying hard to be like somebody else and it doesn't translate with your audience, then the mission has failed and you got to start again. The Manosphere is having a hard time without Kevin Samuels. He made it look easy, and they're finding out that it's a lot harder than it looks. I mean, after the infiltration, throw the whole shit away and rebuild. That whole "we hate black women," that is so played out that people don't even respond anymore. Women are making jokes about buying a dog and having their peace and not having to listen to a man that's nagging them all day, because black men, you're out here nagging women. You gotta stop. And to the white people, you don't have to use code words like woke. We are fully up on game. You can speak freely. We understand what you're saying. The leader made a mistake. She thought black people were all asleep, just like the Manosphere. And now she's found out, they're awake. And now everybody's scrambling. It's sad. And now you got alleged secrets being thrown around. You got the black Manosphere throwing black women under the bus. I guess we the sacrifice, right? Are we the sacrifice? I hear the leader now is threatening to sue the guy who exposed everything, the black man. So are y'all going to help him with his legal fees since you let the enemy into your camp? Or is it screw him, we're going to the promised land? Which is it? I'm Star. Have a great Easter. Good night. You guys that are being directly affected by the YouTube drama, make sure you get outside and enjoy nature. Don't let this negativity consume you. Good night.